is fun. I wanted to share three things that I need to change in my life before next Christmas. They are better management of money and overall planning and thinking ahead better with money, doing better with just overall flow of life, just the day to day, getting things done. And then the third one I think would be a lot more gratitude, like in peace of mind and just like trusting like, hey, like you've put in work, you've done things. So there's going to be benefits. There's going to be blessings for taking risks that other people are not willing to take. There's going to be blessings for that. And just kind of enjoying those blessings and being grateful for that. So I'll just kind of go through each one real quick. And if you have any feedback or anything, then you can, of course, share that. The first one I really wanted to talk about was money. So, money is one of those things that I have had moments where I've been pretty good at it, where I was kind of on the ball. And that was when I didn't stress about it. And I just set aside money to take care of my basic needs. And then I just spent the rest of it, you know, however I wanted, more or less. That's how I was able to buy my Nintendo Switch back in 2018 when I was in college. I was working while doing school. And if you keep on adding on the time, then eventually you're going to have enough money. And I was doing very good with that. This past year, I had an opportunity to make a pretty good amount of money working for my friend's startup, and I kind of squandered the opportunity by choosing to be stressed about things that were very, 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 very temporary, like my feelings in the moment, certain stresses, and not thinking so much about the future, and just kind of again like getting stressed out about things. And things still worked out, even though there was months where I didn't have enough money for rent. Somebody else would come in clutch. There'd be some kind of blessing that would happen. God bless. Hope you have a good stream. Arrow, I really appreciate it, man. Hope the soccer and stuff is going well. I hope you have an awesome sleep. Good seeing you. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you, bro. Thanks for jumping in. Yeah, so I think the money thing is huge. Like this is absolutely a must because there's no way in on planet Earth that I would be able to get to a better place in my life unless I was better with money and didn't stress about it. Because again, um, things have worked out, even though I have been a lazy bum in many, many instances, and choosing to just stress rather than just get up and work. And a lot of times the feelings of stress and laziness and worry, they go away. Like when you're putting in the work that you need to be doing, because then your brain doesn't feel guilty and your soul doesn't feel guilty because you're doing what you need to be doing. So that really is a huge, huge need for me to get on the ball with that and get ahead on rent, all that stuff really early so I can plan ahead. I was thinking about it when I was having Christmas with family. I was like, dude, I easily could have set aside a Christmas budget for my family and gone absolutely ham with the Christmas presents easily, you know? All you do is plan ahead. All you do is plan ahead. Like if I had planned ahead, could have saved up like 500 bucks and then like really gone ham on the Christmas presents for all my siblings, which I haven't really done. I think a lot of it is when you just get so used to a certain thing, but you can choose to be a different person and you can choose to act differently and people will start to see you differently. But if you keep doing the same things, we talked about this yesterday, if you keep doing the same things always been doing, I mean, you're going to keep getting the same results. People are going to keep seeing you the same way. Not like that super duper matters, but it's important to recognize like you're not all so alone on this. Like if you start doing better, then there's obviously going to be benefits and it's just going to go a lot smoother for you. And people ultimately want you to succeed, even if maybe it's in a different way than you would like it to be done. But most people, like family members and stuff, they want you to do well and they want you to succeed in life. And a lot of it is that consistency, and that goes along with the second thing I really want to talk about, and that's just really showing up and putting in the work and not worrying about where I'm at, not worrying about total amount of money that I've saved up to that point, not worrying about am I gonna make rent or anything like that. Just like literally being like, dude, just put in the work and you'll be just fine. Enjoy the process. Obviously, there's some parts that are not so fun about certain things, but you can make things more enjoyable by like listening to books while you're working or listening to music or having some kind of thing set up like okay after I work I'm going to play video games or however you want to motivate yourself. All those things can help you to be more consistent and faithful and to just kind of trust the process more because I really look at this of like okay like I'm ending the year with barely any money in the bank at all. I have enough to pay for probably my next month of rent at my new place. And I'm really grateful that I got to be at this Airbnb with family for a little bit. Um, yeah, barely any Christians on these lives. Bless your heart. May Jesus be with you. Yeah, Noel, God is good. God is good every time, all the time. So it's just this learning of just continuing to run to him and no stressing, and that's an everyday, every moment, everything kind of thing. Because for what my future family and I feel like we're going to be going through and learning. It is absolutely vital to be as locked in on Jesus as you possibly can be. That means like trying to think like him, talk like him, serve like him, all those things, because it really does make the world a lot better. And a lot of it is the world that you have in your heart. There's that quote that says that one sees only clearly with the heart. Anything essential is invisible to the eyes, and so the eyes can be deceived. The eyes can be led away. We see this all the time with like pornography and everything else. Like you're literally like changing your brain how it sees things and everything else. But there's that verse in Proverbs that says that the eyes of men are never satisfied and hell is never full. So, it's just kind of like making sure that you have Jesus at the center and you don't make any space for anything that would deter you or throw you off your path. And you just don't want that at all. You want to have all the members of your team close by. You want to have your habits locked in. I mean, you really want to make it easy on yourself. And I think I talked a little bit about this too yesterday. It's like I've had these times where I didn't make it very easy on myself to succeed. I didn't get very much sleep or wasn't as kind to myself about certain outcomes. And it doesn't help you. It doesn't help you at all. So yeah, no, in 2026, it's like just start stacking up these good days and just don't get in the way of it. Don't stress about it. You can feel whatever you want to feel and just give it to the Lord and you keep moving forward. New feelings lead to new ceilings, but a lot of times we aren't willing to feel the new feelings, which is why we don't reach the new ceilings. We don't get any higher than we already are, even though God is taking you, wanting to take you higher every day. It says it in Lamentations 3:23 that God's mercies are new every morning. That's what it says. And it says in Isaiah 40:31, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Again, same thing. It's like if you're willing to wait and to trust the process, then you can get taken much higher than you can imagine. And it's just going to take time. And there's that other verse too with I think it was Martha and Mary and their brother Lazarus or something of that nature. It's like I'm trying to remember how the verse goes, but it basically says like I can still do this. Like you think that Lazarus being dead means that like for Jesus like that he's less powerful. It's like no, like he can do whatever he wants. Like all powers, he's got all the power. So, and the same thing is the case now. We see manifestations of his power everywhere, and we believe, I know for sure from different feelings and whatnot, I really think we're running out of time before he comes back. I mean, there's a lot of evil, there's a lot of confusion, running rampant. There's a lot of people getting way rich off of sin, and that obviously is just not going to work long term. You're building your house on sand. You're building your financial stability on sand, and it doesn't work. So yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. We're just showing up on here for our daily little live stream. I think today is like day like I don't even know, 15 or something. I truthfully don't super want to do this today. It's Christmas. I kind of want to just go to bed. What's up, Wham Bam? I'm not super looking forward to having somebody jump on, but you only have 3 viewers or whatever. I don't know. It's just day by day. Today is the second to last day at the Airbnb. Today, I'm very pleased of how today went. Got to hang out with family, played a new board game. I called Hues and Clues, where you guess colors and stuff, and that was fun. I got to write a lot. I think that was a huge win. I got some good exercise. I listened to the book The Lost Hero. I watched Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire with my siblings. I watched like 5 episodes of Pokemon. It's just a nice, chill Christmas. Like it was a good, chill Christmas for sure. I was like probably could have gotten more like stuff done, but it's also Christmas, so it is what it is. So Merry Christmas to you too, Wham Bam. I'm not sure if I already acknowledged you, but I appreciate it. God has greater gifts to give if we are willing to receive them. I think Christmas makes this very, very clear. And yeah, I'm looking forward to next Christmas, bro. I'm looking forward to being better and kinder to myself and showing my family more how much I appreciate them. Because like this year, um, they kind of got, at least as far as gifts go, they got the dregs of the dregs. Like they got the bottom of the barrel, and that's sad because it's all your mindset. It really is. Like if I had like earlier this year, just be like, all right, I'm gonna act like a rich man. I'm gonna put in tons of work, invest, blah blah blah. I could be in a heck of a good place right now, money wise. But I didn't because I let things get in the way, let myself feel stressed out, I let myself feel like inferior because of whatever reason. Like maybe I don't feel like I'm allowed to feel joy. I'm allowed to be that this successful or whatever it might be, and all that is false. It says in John 10:10, the thief cometh to steal and to destroy. I have come that they might have life and they might have it more abundantly. And that's the humbling part. It's like it's the might part. It's like you this is not guaranteed per se. You need to obviously continue forward and keep making those good choices. So we talked about how I really in 2026 by next year, Christmas, I need to get the money, gotta get the money thing on deck, gotta get the just stacking up good days and not stressing about it, just stack, let them keep going, let them keep growing, keep changing things up, keep just moving along and not stressing about where I'm at, blah blah blah, and just keeping it going. And then the third thing would be more gratitude. I God is very, very, very good at blessing us. And I feel like I do a pretty good job of like snagging moments where like, oh yeah, this is God helping me out. I'm grateful. I was going to have to ride a train to the airport, but instead, just out of nowhere, he provided a ride. That's awesome. Little stuff like that. It's easy to take God's intervention and his love for granted. Oh my goodness, you just can't afford to do that because when you truly choose to be grateful for how God has showed up for you, like I'm challenging myself right now whenever I'm watching this, like go back through your phone and just like if you gotta put on some music, put on some music, whatever, but just kind of bask in all these reminders of like how God has showed up. Like God has showed up for me so many times this year. Even when I've been lazy and foolish and I've fallen into temptation, God still shows up. And so I think if I get into a real good habit, a real good flow of just good things, of just like remembering all these blessings and just getting that, I think that would be sweet. And just that would add up really quickly. So, yeah, I look at this past year, I see a lot of experimentation, I see a lot of learning. I don't necessarily see, I see progress, but nowhere near as much as what was possible. I think there was too many times in 2025 that added up where I would kind of just feel stressed out and upset, and then I wouldn't really like move the ball forward. And so it's like we have a good day, but then that next day you're choosing to feel stressed out or whatever, or thinking like other people are thinking about you or whatever. Um, it's not good. Like the second you're just like getting the work done, the second you're just building and growing and moving, I mean, you're gonna feel better about yourself. And that's tough because like you might have all these feelings and all this whatever before you get to that point. But the second you're actually just going at it and writing and building that thing, it's gonna make more sense and you're gonna feel better about things. So yeah, Merry Christmas. Got a lot of fun little presents. So that's sweet. I'm grateful for that. I got, like I said, I got this. I got some other gifts. I got some gift cards so I can go to Starbucks and enjoy the hot chocolate and sandwiches and stuff. I think I got like 20 bucks of Starbucks gift cards, so that'll be fun. And what else did I get? I got some books, and yeah, it was pretty chill Christmas. So anyway, we're learning to be more patient, to continue to walk in faith, to continue to trust in God's call and God's mercy, and just continue to show up. I mean, like today, like literally, I don't think there's been any new subscribers or anything like that, but we've jumped on, we've shared a couple things, and that is it. Like at the end of the day, God is looking more at our hearts than at the impact we're having. He's looking more at our faithfulness than our results. And a lot of the time, like we just need to be faithful and know that God will bring the success we need and we're looking for. But it's going to take faith. It's going to take trust. I mean, if I don't really change up things too much and I just keep doing these live streams, I'm sure the channel will continue to grow. But it'll be much slower than if I like had some big breakthrough of some kind or in a video or whatever. The YouTube algorithm can be really ruthless, man. Like, it's like, you recommend your videos to like 5 people when you've been on the platform for over a decade. But that's what it is. Like you have to keep growing and building. And I think Jimmy Donaldson, Mr. Beast, does such a perfect job at this. He's like, all right, well, if I let something get in the way of me making the best videos on YouTube, then there's somebody's gonna pass me or anything like that. And so he's just so locked in. And there's a price for being that locked in. Like you're gonna miss out on tons of opportunities in life. But a lot of those opportunities are ones you'd want to miss because again, you have this goal. And if on any of the opportunities presented to you are ones that like are going to take you away from your ultimate goal, we're talking about the ultimate goal. If there's ones that are going to take you away from the ultimate goal, then it obviously is worth missing. And as you grow and in life, as you build up momentum, as these things happen, you're going to have better opportunities opened up to you, and you're going to find yourself saying no more. So yeah, well, we still got 10 minutes to fill. Still got 10 minutes left to fill. Tomorrow, going to enjoy the last full day here at the Airbnb. Got a lot of food to eat that the family that will be all eating up. There's a lot of eggs and bread and some other stuff. And then I've really wanted to there's a nice little driveway here So I want to run up and down that because I know it's gonna be gnarly. So I want to do that at least once. I was gonna do it today, but with it being Christmas, I kind of made it more low key. And I really want to get like a streak of walking 10,000 steps every day, every single day, because I know that helps my brain so much. And there's been research about running and how it can lead to like more different, I don't think it's gray matter, but like it can like literally change your brain. And literally like the brain affects like everything. The brain affects your sleep, the brain affects how you talk to people, the brain affects how well you think. It affects everything. So if you can do something to like make your brain better, you are doing yourself a huge favor if you invest in that. So definitely gonna do some of those running up and down the driveway tomorrow because tomorrow's the last day to do it, really. I mean, I guess I could do it on Saturday too, but Saturday's when we're leaving. So yeah, though, that's it. I mean, it's been a good Christmas. Could certainly have been better. It's been also a humbling Christmas where I've realized, wow, I've lived so far beneath where I potentially could be, and it's so humbling. But at the same time, it's like, well, if I really locked in and just continued building up momentum from this point onward, like I could get to a place way better than I can imagine. And yeah, like I'm in a pretty decent place right now. And even with all of the like laziness and whatever I've had this year, and I mean, I'm telling you, like, there's some things, and it's like right now, and I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna work. And it's because of um previous failings from this year. And yeah, I don't know. But that's where faith comes in. It's like, well, I believe that God can send help from another place. I believe that when we say no to temptation, He's going to elevate us every single time. And every single time you choose to fall into temptation, you are going to experience a loss of spiritual clarity, a loss of spiritual just joy. You're gonna experience all those things, and I've felt them all before. And it's because you're trying to gratify the flesh, which never works. It never works. And like it's just what it is. It's how this world works. Like there's laws that govern the universe. And when you act outside of those laws, guess what? It's gonna affect you. We're all on this earth together. And so when you do things to benefit all mankind, like working and exercising, you're going to obviously feel a lift in your spirit and your soul, and people are going to be able to feel that energy, and it's just going to be good. But if you are spending a lot of time with things that are dark in nature and not for the use of edifying, like it's going to be difficult for you to really have that connection with people because you're not saying no to the things that are trying to take you down. You're kind of getting led by two masters. You know what I'm saying? It says it in Matthew 6:24, no man can serve two masters. Like that, you can't do that. You can't be poor and rich at the same time. You can't like you just can't do both of these things. That's a tough thing because sometimes you want to stay up all night playing video games and whatever. And I'm not saying that's going to make you poor or anything, but if you did that every day, you certainly would be very poor because you'd be sleeping all the time. My sleep schedule this year overall has been so horribly bad, which is so wonderful because right now my sleep schedule is actually super good. Like I'm actually really tired right now. I'm like actually like legitimately tired. And when I go to sleep, when I close my eyes, I'm probably going to actually fall asleep, which is beautiful because earlier this year I was having some serious difficulties with that, and that leads to your energy being off, the brain, like I was saying before, and it's just so not good. So yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. But you just give it to God, build things up, keep building for his glory, and that's kind of it. But yeah, Merry Christmas. Thank you for jumping on. And I just gotta go to bed. But we still got like 4 minutes left, 4.5 minutes left. Yeah. So this is the last, well, second to last night here. So I'm grateful for my time here. It's been a good time. I'm very, very blessed to be here right now. And I did not pay a cent to be here, which is very humbling. I'm just here. Parents are very wanting to help out their kids as much as possible, and so I want to help inspire my siblings. And you're not gonna be able to do that unless you have some of these principles working in your favor. Discipline, focus, learning every day, like that elevates you and gets you to a better place. But if you're not doing those things, like you're not gonna get there. So yeah, that's the tough thing. But yeah, no, I've been pretty good about doing these 30-minute live streams. I really have. So that's beautiful. And we're just gonna keep doing them, keep getting better, keep improving, keep changing, keep getting ourselves put out there. And you just never know where you could be in like a couple months if you're really locked in. Yeah. And you just give all the stress to God. Like, stress about all these future things, just like blah 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 blah. You just give it to him, give it to him, give it to him, and you're gonna be just fine. So, but a lot of it is that of just like giving it to him and letting him elevate you to a higher place. I mean, that's really what you got to do. And I know that I've definitely let some people down, and people were expecting me to be at a higher place or to do something more, and I didn't. And these are the kind of things that like change lives down the road. Like you look at it and it's like, oh man, how you start 2026 is how you end 2025. So like there's still a couple days obviously to end the day on a or end the year on an even higher note than I'm at right now. Sorry, I was looking at my thumb. Because it's I think I just bit the nail a bit too much. Probably because I was feeling stressed. But anyway, we got 2 minutes left. Sometimes these fly by. Sometimes we're just rocking and rolling and chilling, and there's other times like this where it's just like, all right, we just gotta finish it up and go to bed. Um, Another thing too is like the last couple days, I think my brain absolutely loves catching a streak and just riding that streak, whether it's playing a video game every day, although I don't really do that because I don't play video games on Sunday, but like, you know, getting some momentum, getting some flow going, getting some predictability moving, but also novelty. There's something really, really beautiful about that. So the last 2 days of during a walk, I've listened to some kind of fiction book. So yesterday was Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, and today it was The Lost Hero from Rick Riordan. And so, yeah, there's something really beautiful about that. Dude, my family also watched the Grinch movie. Like today was honestly like it was super chill, but I definitely like in terms of like watching stuff. I mean, something that helped me too is while we were watching a lot of these things, I was writing, not like the whole time, but like it was something I had there going. So anyway, give it to God, give it to God, give it to God, give it to God, and yeah. I think a lot of it is being willing to let go of how you're feeling in some stressful moment instead of wanting to like fix it or change it when there's really nothing to fix. Just like feel the feeling and you'll get to a higher ceiling. But yeah, and then just accepting that God can elevate you in some big, amazing way, and it might just take time. Might just take time, but like you will be rewarded for your faith and your discipline and your trusting Him, even if it takes a really long time. Really, it could take a really long time. But yeah, I think that's kind of it because we passed the 30-minute mark. But Jesus is the gift. So don't waste the gift. Don't underestimate the gift. Every knee shall bow, every tongue will confess that He is the Christ. And that obviously will take time. There's some people that are just now figuring out about Christ, and it's changing everything because that's just how it works. No matter how successful you already are, no matter how loving or whatever you already are, spending more time with Christ will help you to truly do more. And a lot of that is because He suffered for your sins and sicknesses and pains. And so He knows you better than anybody else. And so you can just walk with Him and all that other good stuff. So yeah, very humbling Christmas. Like I said, there's those three things I really definitely need to improve at before next Christmas, and those are just the basic checking your money and to make that actionable, like checking my money every single day, because that's uncomfortable. You look at them, you look at it and see, oh, I have $12. That's kind of sad. Okay, what do I do to like make this better? How do I improve this? And this is something I'm pretty sure Alex Hermosi does almost every day, even when he has with all the money he has. Um, sorry, he still checks his bank accounts. And then of course, like getting more in the flow, just like building it up. Like today's been a good day. Like certainly there's been things that could have been better, but overall I feel like it's been pretty good. So like that's it, just chill. And then gratitude, just like going back, remembering those blessings, rehearsing yourself with those blessings, continuing to just be thankful. So that's that, one day at a time. Trust the process. I know that Jesus is the Christ, that He truly was born for each of us and can help us to reach new heights in this life. And yeah, it's just one day at a time. So thank you so much for listening and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas. And I say these things in the name of Jesus Christ, man. Take care. Bye bye. I will see you tomorrow.